Hello, I'm George Russell, founder of the Universal Ethician Church, and I'm here today to tell you that Jesus, if he were here today, would be totally in favor of gay marriage. You say, what? Come on, tell me where in the New Testament Jesus says anything negative about gay marriage. He never does. As a matter of fact, for many years, I was convinced that Jesus himself was gay. Because read about the Last Supper. Remember how he's all snuggled up against the disciple that he loved? Well, around the 3rd century or so, the guys, the men who took the church and distorted it and took women out of the picture, transformed the one that Jesus loved, who was Mary Magdalene, into a dude. So when you really get down into the history of things, Jesus was heterosexual, loved women, hung with women, had women washing his feet and all sorts of neat stuff. But he was not homophobic. You cannot call yourself a Christian and despise God's homosexual and bisexual and transsexual children. Every person has a God-given right to be the person that they were born as or meant to be. Some of the healthiest relationships I know are between 2 women or 2 men. Some of the best parents I have ever met in my life are gay and make wonderful, loving, kind parents. Whereas some of the sorriest parents, where the children need to be taken away from them and given to gay parents, or Bible thumpers that, guess what, they thump on Bibles, rant and rail, talk a bunch of Old Testament crap, and beat their kids and sometimes fuck their kids. So the Universal Ethician Church is totally, as would be Jesus, in favor of gay marriage. Now here's a real interesting thing. Apparently there was a study done at the University of Georgia, and 2 study groups were taken. One, a group of men who were homophobic, hated queers, take them out and skin them alive. And then just some normal dudes, normal heterosexual males. Well, the scientists apparently hooked some Peter meters up on both sets of dudes, the homophobes and the heterosexual normal guys. And then they showed them homosexual porn. Now guess whose Peter swole up the most? The homophobes. It's sort of like this dude Foley up there in Congress. Ranted and raved against pedophiles. Burn them at the stake. Lock them up and throw away the key. But guess who was the secret closet pedophile? So there was a dude running for public office here in Texas, and I won't mention any names, but he's a friend of mine. But one of his platforms was hating queers. Hating queers. He also wanted to put to death anybody who was smoking a marijuana cigarette. Well, I faxed him a copy of the University of Georgia study, and I said, won't mention his name, I said, why in the world are you exposing to the world your latent homosexuality, you homophobe? Never said another word about hating queers again in public. Jesus loves all good and ethical people. Whatever is done between consenting adults that is not harmful to either party or to third parties, Jesus totally goes along with. So don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a closet homophobe. Don't expose your psychosexual personality disorder by talking trash about your fellow human beings. Let us give loving, monogamous, gay people the right to be married and establish loving households for children who might otherwise not even have a home. Thank you.